Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you work, financial success seems just out of reach? Or why tension and arguments arise in your home for no apparent reason? What if I told you that something as simple as your TV setup could be silently draining your prosperity, causing unnecessary stress, and blocking your path to abundance? In today's video, we're diving deep into the hidden Feng Shui mistakes that could be sabotaging your wealth and peace of mind. You might think, it's just a TV. How could that possibly affect my finances and relationships? But Feng Shui isn't just about decorations or superstition, it's about energy. And whether you realize it or not, your home is constantly influencing your mindset, your luck, and your opportunities. Before we begin, I want you to set an intention for positive energy and financial success. Take a moment right now and comment below with a powerful affirmation. Something like, "My home is a magnet for luck and prosperity," or any wish that resonates with you. This simple action serves as a declaration to invite positive energy into your life. And while you're at it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss content that can help you unlock success and abundance. Do you think the placement of your TV and surrounding devices has no impact on your wealth and peace at home? The truth may surprise you. Common Feng Shui mistakes that many people overlook could be silently draining your luck, creating tension, and blocking the flow of financial energy. The good news? These problems are easy to fix, once you know what's causing them. By making just a few small adjustments, you can transform your space into a magnet for wealth, peace, and success. So stay with me until the end of the video, because I'll not only reveal these common mistakes, but also give you simple, powerful Feng Shui remedies to turn your home into a source of prosperity and balance. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Let's get started. Placing books near the TV. The silent drain on wealth and intelligence. Many families unknowingly make the mistake of placing bookshelves or stacks of books right next to their televisions, thinking it's a smart way to save space. But in the realm of Feng Shui, this is a serious misstep with far-reaching consequences. Books are not just inanimate objects filled with printed words. They carry intellectual energy, embodying knowledge, focus, and wisdom. When placed near a television, a device that emits electromagnetic waves, sound vibrations, and intense visual stimulation, the energy of books is disrupted in ways that most people don't realize. Televisions belong to the fire element, radiating strong, volatile energy that constantly shifts and flickers. Books, on the other hand, belong to the wood element, which thrives on calmness, concentration, and growth. Fire burns wood. This simple principle in Feng Shui explains why people who keep books too close to their TV may find themselves struggling with mental clarity, memory retention, and even financial setbacks. Think about it. Have you ever tried reading a book with the TV on in the background? Even if you're not watching, your mind is subconsciously drawn to the movement and noise. This creates mental clutter, making it difficult to absorb and retain information. Now imagine that happening on a deeper, energetic level every single day. A real-life case illustrates this perfectly. A young entrepreneur named Daniel, who had always been a high achiever, found himself facing unexpected difficulties. His ability to focus had declined. His business decisions felt rushed and uncertain, and he was experiencing financial losses that seemed to come out of nowhere. After consulting a Feng Shui expert, he discovered that his home office had a massive bookshelf directly next to a wall-mounted TV. The expert explained that the electromagnetic energy from the TV was disrupting the intellectual energy of the books, making it harder for Daniel to think clearly and make sound financial choices. Once he moved the bookshelf to a quiet corner away from electronics, things began to shift. Within weeks, he found himself regaining mental sharpness, and shortly after, his business took an upward turn again. Beyond mental clarity, the placement of books near a TV can also impact academic performance for students. A mother once shared her frustration about her son's declining grades despite his diligent study habits. It turned out that his study desk was positioned right beside the family's television, with a small shelf of school books next to it. The presence of the TV was not just a distraction. Its energy was actively weakening the wood element of his books. diminishing his ability to focus. After relocating his study materials to a separate space, his concentration improved dramatically, and his grades reflected that change. The solution is simple yet powerful. Move your bookshelves away from the TV. Place them in a quiet, dedicated space where the intellectual energy of the books can thrive undisturbed. If relocating them isn't an option, introduce an energy buffer. A lush green plant, such as a money tree or bamboo, can act as a harmonizing force between fire and wood. Another effective remedy is placing a piece of clear quartz or amethyst between the books and the TV, as these crystals help neutralize electromagnetic interference and restore balance. Your mind and your wealth depend on the clarity of your energy. When books, symbols of knowledge and prosperity, are protected from chaotic, disruptive forces, your path to financial and intellectual success becomes much smoother. Placing a clock near the TV. A clash of energies that breeds stress and financial loss. A clock represents time, movement, and the rhythm of life. It keeps us on track, dictates our schedules, and symbolizes the steady passage of opportunities. But when placed near a television, a device that emits strong electromagnetic waves, unpredictable sounds, and constantly shifting images, the balance is disrupted, creating an environment filled with tension, anxiety, and instability. Imagine a household where a large digital clock sits directly above a television in the living room. At first glance, it seems practical. It allows family members to check the time while watching their favorite shows. However, over time, something shifts in the household's energy. The once peaceful living space begins to feel chaotic. Arguments flare up over the smallest issues. The father, once a disciplined businessman, starts missing deadlines, feeling inexplicably drained. The mother finds herself increasingly irritable, as if a weight of stress hangs in the air. Even their teenage daughter, once an enthusiastic student, struggles with concentration, her grades dropping despite her best efforts. What's happening here is a classic example of energy conflict. The clock, an element of time, represents structure and stability, while the TV introduces noise, distraction, and disorder. Their opposing forces clash, leading to a disruption in the flow of Chi. This can manifest in various ways: heightened stress levels, an increased sense of urgency, and an underlying tension that affects the entire family dynamic. From a Feng Shui perspective, this clash directly impacts financial well-being. The clock's presence near the TV creates a sense of rushed, fragmented time, making it harder to maintain financial stability. Money, much like time, must flow smoothly, consistent, steady, and unhindered. When time feels erratic, so does financial energy. The result? Sudden expenses, lost opportunities, and a feeling that no matter how much money comes in, it slips away just as quickly. The stress factor cannot be ignored either. A person who constantly sees a clock near their TV unknowingly absorbs an overwhelming sense of urgency. They might feel pressured, even during their leisure time, creating an underlying state of anxiety that affects sleep, decision-making, and overall well-being. This restlessness often leads to impulsive financial choices, from unnecessary spending to high-risk investments made in haste. Correcting this mistake is essential. Moving the clock to a neutral, stabilizing area, such as an office space or an entryway, helps restore harmony. If the clock must remain in the living room, ensuring it is placed away from the TV can prevent energetic interference. Opting for an analog clock instead of a digital one can also make a difference, as the smooth, circular movement of clock hands is more in tune with natural energy cycles than the rigid, number-based display of a digital clock. By making these adjustments, the household can reclaim a sense of calm and financial security. The father regains his professional focus, the mother feels more at ease, and the daughter rediscovers her concentration. The family, once caught in an invisible energy struggle, finds their home restored to a space of balance and prosperity. Sitting with your back to the TV, a silent drain on career and wealth. The way you position yourself in a room has a profound impact on your energy, focus, and even success in life. Feng Shui emphasizes that your back should always be supported to ensure stability. Whether in career, finances, or personal growth, sitting with your back to a television, however, creates an invisible vulnerability, an energetic imbalance that can lead to distractions, uncertainty, and even financial instability. Imagine a man named Daniel, a rising entrepreneur, who had set up his home office in the living room, his favorite chair, positioned conveniently near the TV, faced away from the screen. At first, it didn't seem like an issue. But over time, Daniel found himself feeling restless and on edge. He struggled to focus, constantly feeling like something was happening behind him. Even when the TV was off, an uneasy sensation lingered, as if an unseen force was pulling his attention away from work. As months passed, Daniel's business began to suffer. Deals he was sure would close suddenly fell through. His confidence wavered, and decision-making became difficult. Financially, he felt like he was always playing catch-up, never quite able to get ahead. A Feng Shui consultant visiting his home immediately pointed out the issue. His back was exposed to the chaotic energy of the TV, making him subconsciously feel unprotected, vulnerable, and unstable in both his professional and financial life. This phenomenon is deeply rooted in Feng Shui principles. A television, especially one that is frequently used, emits strong energy in the form of sound, light, and electromagnetic waves. When a person sits with their back to the TV, they are unknowingly exposing themselves to this disruptive force, creating mental fog, restlessness, and a weakened sense of control. For those in leadership positions, or running their own businesses, this can be especially detrimental. It leads to second-guessing decisions, struggling with financial growth, and constantly feeling as if success is just out of reach. Furthermore, Feng Shui views having a solid backing, whether a wall, a sturdy chair, or even a symbolic shield, as essential for financial and career stability. Without it, opportunities slip away, wealth becomes harder to accumulate, and one's authority in professional matters can weaken. Many successful businesspeople unknowingly experience setbacks simply because they position themselves incorrectly in their workspace, allowing external distractions to drain their focus and determination. Daniel, after learning about this, made a simple change. He repositioned his chair so that he faced the entrance of the room instead of the TV, ensuring that his back was supported by a solid wall. Within weeks, he noticed a difference. He felt more grounded, more confident in his decisions. And strangely, the sense of unease that had followed him for months disappeared. His business, which had been stagnating, began to pick up again. Clients who had hesitated before were now eager to work with him. It was as if something had shifted, not just in his physical space, but in his energy, his mindset, and ultimately, his financial reality. For those who cannot move their seating arrangement completely, there are alternative solutions. Placing a tall, sturdy chair with a solid back can help create a protective barrier. A decorative screen, bookshelf, or even a large plant behind the seating area can serve as an energetic buffer, reducing the disruptive influence of the TV. The key is to ensure that one's back feels supported, both literally and symbolically, so that energy, wealth, and success can flow freely without obstruction. By making these small adjustments, the impact can be profound. A seemingly minor seating arrangement could be the invisible force holding you back from greater success. And once that barrier is removed, clarity, confidence, and prosperity can finally take their rightful place in your life. The hidden conflict between plants and televisions. Placing plants near a television might seem like a harmless choice, even a decorative one, but from a Feng Shui perspective, this simple decision could disrupt the energy flow within your home, affecting prosperity, health, and overall harmony. Plants symbolize growth, life, and renewal, representing the wood element, while televisions emit strong heat and electromagnetic energy, embodying fire. The fundamental conflict between these elements, where fire weakens and ultimately destroys wood, can create an imbalance that affects not only the plant itself, but also the household's fortune and stability. In many households, plants are placed near televisions for convenience or aesthetics. A couple in their late 40s, Anna and Mark, once reached out for a Feng Shui consultation, puzzled by a series of misfortunes they had encountered. Their finances, once stable, had taken a downward spiral. Their home, which once felt like a sanctuary, had become a place of tension. with small arguments escalating into full-blown conflicts. As I observed their living room, I immediately noticed a lush money tree positioned beside their large flat-screen TV. Anna had chosen this spot because she believed the plant's presence would attract wealth, but instead, their fortune had crumbled. The money tree, meant to symbolize financial growth, had started showing signs of distress, its leaves turning yellow and brittle, despite regular watering and care. This was a telltale sign of energetic conflict. The television's fire energy was overpowering the plant's natural wood energy, stunting its vitality and, symbolically, their financial flow. Just as the plant struggled, so did their business. Mark, who ran a small real estate firm, had lost multiple deals unexpectedly, while Anna, a freelance designer, found herself facing an unusual dry spell in client requests. Their energy, once abundant and free-flowing, had become stagnant, just like the withering plant beside their TV. The struggle wasn't just financial. Anna confessed that she had been experiencing unusual fatigue, a sense of mental fog that left her feeling uninspired and drained. Mark, usually composed and logical, found himself irritable, prone to stress, and unable to make clear-headed decisions. The entire household was being affected by this seemingly innocent interior design choice. The tension between wood and fire wasn't just harming their money tree. It was disrupting the very energy that supported their careers, relationships, and well-being. To correct this imbalance, I advised them to relocate the plant to a more supportive position, preferably near a window with natural light where it could thrive without interference from the TV's heat and radiation. Additionally, I recommended placing a clear quartz crystal near the television to absorb and neutralize excessive fire energy, creating a more harmonious balance within the room. Within a few weeks, the changes were noticeable. Anna's fatigue dissipated, and new clients began reaching out to her once more. Mark's business regained momentum, with new opportunities appearing seemingly out of nowhere. The household energy, once turbulent, had been restored to a state of flow and prosperity. This story illustrates a fundamental truth in Feng Shui. Misplaced elements can quietly erode well-being and fortune without immediate notice. Plants, when positioned correctly, can enhance positive energy, promoting abundance and renewal. But when subjected to excessive heat and radiation, their energy is compromised, and so is the prosperity they are meant to attract. Ensuring that plants thrive in their optimal environment is not just about their physical survival. It is about maintaining the delicate energetic balance that sustains financial success, health, and inner peace. The hidden risk of placing Feng Shui items near a television. Equally problematic is the placement of Feng Shui items too close to a television. Many people acquire powerful talismans such as Tai Hu, Thap Van Zong, or Ho Lo to attract wealth, success, or protection. However, when these items are positioned near a television, their energy can be weakened or distorted due to the electromagnetic waves and constant movement of images. Feng Shui items are designed to harness and direct energy in a focused manner. But when exposed to the chaotic energy of a TV, their effectiveness can be compromised, leading to unintended consequences. A compelling case of this was observed in a businessman named Daniel. As a firm believer in Feng Shui, he had placed a pair of Tai Hu, mythical creatures known to attract wealth, on the entertainment center in his living room, directly beside his television. He had been experiencing financial turbulence, struggling with inconsistent cash flow in his once thriving import business. Despite his efforts to implement other Feng Shui adjustments in his office, his money problems persisted, and his stress levels soared. His sleep had become restless, filled with unsettling dreams that left him drained every morning. Upon assessing his home's energy flow, I immediately identified the problem. His Tai Hu, which should have been positioned in a stable, high-energy location like an office or wealth corner, were being bombarded with the chaotic and disruptive frequency of the television, instead of accumulating and preserving wealth energy. These sacred symbols were being energetically drowned by the TV's constant stream of imagery and sound waves. It was as if his financial energy was being scrambled, much like a distorted radio signal. I advised Daniel to relocate his Tai Hu to his home office, placing them in a wealth-focused position near his desk. To further counteract the negative effects of the television's energy, I suggested placing a small metal wind chime in the living room, which would help disperse and neutralize chaotic vibrations. The results were striking. Within weeks, Daniel noticed a significant improvement in his business dealings. New contracts, which had been stuck in negotiation, finally moved forward. His sleep improved, and with it, his ability to make sound financial decisions. The simple act of moving his Feng Shui items away from an energy-draining environment had restored balance to his financial life. This reinforces a crucial aspect of Feng Shui. Each object, whether a plant, a wealth talisman, or even a simple piece of furniture, carries its own energy and interacts with the surrounding environment. Thoughtless placement can dilute, or even negate the intended benefits of powerful objects. Televisions, with their dynamic and unpredictable energy output, are particularly influential in shaping the energy of a space. Keeping plants and Feng Shui items in positions that align with their energetic purpose is essential for maintaining a home that nurtures success, stability, and well-being. Awareness is key. While it may be tempting to place decorative plants near the television for aesthetics or convenience, or to showcase treasured Feng Shui items on an entertainment center, these choices could unknowingly be working against the prosperity and peace you seek. Energy alignment is an ongoing process, requiring mindful adjustments to ensure that the elements in your home work in harmony rather than conflict. By making informed placement decisions, you can transform your home into a sanctuary of abundance, where every item supports your goals, amplifies positive energy, and fosters an unshakable foundation for success. Placing candles or essential oil diffusers near the TV. The fire and metal conflict that invites misfortune. Many people place scented candles or essential oil diffusers near their television, thinking it enhances relaxation and ambiance. At first glance, this seems like a great idea. A flickering flame or a gentle mist of soothing oils while watching a favorite show. But from a Feng Shui perspective, this seemingly harmless habit could be quietly draining your energy, affecting your emotional well-being, and even sabotaging your finances. Candles and diffusers belong to the fire element, while televisions fall under the metal element. In the five elements theory, fire and metal are in direct conflict. Fire melts and weakens metal, creating an imbalance in the energy of the space. This conflict doesn't just exist in theory. It has real-world consequences that manifest in ways you might not immediately recognize. One common effect of this energy clash is chronic stress and fatigue. Instead of creating a peaceful atmosphere, the energy disruption can lead to restlessness, making it harder to focus, relax, or even sleep properly. People who burn candles near their TV often find themselves feeling drained, mentally foggy, or easily irritated without understanding why. Another issue is the impact on financial stability. When fire overpowers metal, it weakens metal's ability to retain wealth energy. You might find yourself struggling to save money, facing unexpected expenses, or experiencing financial stagnation. It's as if money flows into your life only to burn away just as quickly. There is also a more subtle but equally damaging effect: electromagnetic interference. The electromagnetic waves from the TV can alter the molecular composition of essential oils, reducing their therapeutic benefits. Instead of experiencing true relaxation, you may find the scent becomes overpowering, or even irritating, triggering headaches or unease rather than tranquility. This seemingly simple placement mistake can have profound consequences on your emotional state, energy levels, and financial well-being. Lan, a 36-year-old office worker, was known among her friends for her love of scented candles. Every evening, she would light a few candles near her television while watching movies, hoping to create a cozy, relaxing environment after a stressful day at work. She firmly believed this ritual helped her unwind. However, after a few months, she began experiencing severe sleep issues. No matter how exhausted she felt, she would lie in bed for hours, unable to drift off. Even when she managed to fall asleep, she woke up feeling groggy and unrested. Stranger still, her work performance began to decline. She found herself feeling unusually irritable, making small mistakes she would never have made before. Her enthusiasm for projects diminished, and she started feeling trapped in a cycle of frustration. When I visited her home for a Feng Shui consultation, I immediately noticed her habit of placing multiple scented candles directly beside her television. The imbalance between fire and metal had created an energy field that was not only disrupting her sleep, but also affecting her mood and productivity. I advised her to move the candles to a more suitable location, her meditation corner, where the fire element would enhance relaxation instead of clashing with metal. Within a week, her sleep improved dramatically, her energy levels rebounded, and she started feeling like herself again. This simple adjustment restored harmony to her space, allowing her to truly experience the relaxation she had been seeking. To prevent the negative effects of fire-metal imbalance, it's crucial to position candles and essential oil diffusers in areas where they support, rather than conflict with, the surrounding elements. The best placement for candles is in areas governed by fire or wood, such as a meditation space, a reading nook, or the dining area. These locations allow the fire element to enhance focus, warmth, and relaxation without disrupting other energies. Essential oil diffusers work best in places that need revitalization, such as the bedroom or an office space. However, they should be placed away from electronics to maintain the purity of the scent and ensure their benefits remain effective. If you insist on having a candle in your living room while watching TV, make sure it is positioned away from the television, ideally on a wooden coffee table or a distant shelf. This small adjustment can make a significant difference in maintaining energy balance. Additionally, placing a Himalayan salt lamp or a clear quartz crystal near the TV can help neutralize the chaotic energy caused by electromagnetic waves, restoring harmony to your living space. By making mindful choices in Feng Shui, you can create a home that nurtures rather than depletes your energy. Leaving water or beverages near the TV. The water and metal imbalance that drains wealth. It's a common habit, setting a cup of tea, a bottle of water, or a glass of juice on the TV stand while watching a movie, or working from the couch. It seems practical, even necessary, but few people realize that this small action could be energetically influencing their finances and well-being in ways they never imagined. Water belongs to the water element, while televisions are associated with metal. In Feng Shui, metal generates water, which means that having too much water near a metal-dominant object like a TV can lead to an energy imbalance. When water energy is excessive, it creates instability, leading to unpredictable financial fluctuations. You may find yourself earning money, only to see it disappear quickly. Savings become difficult to maintain, and unexpected expenses seem to arise out of nowhere. Beyond financial instability, excessive water energy near a TV can also create a heavy, damp atmosphere in the home. This can manifest as sluggishness, difficulty concentrating, and even respiratory issues. If you often feel unmotivated, mentally foggy, or experience frequent colds, your living environment's energy balance may be to blame. Kwong, a real estate investor, had always been financially stable, until a series of unexpected setbacks left him struggling to close deals. Contracts that seemed certain to go through would fall apart at the last minute. Payments were delayed, and he found himself constantly anxious about cash flow. No matter how hard he worked, he couldn't understand why his financial situation had taken a sudden turn for the worse. When I visited his home, I immediately noticed the problem. He had a habit of keeping a large bottle of water and a cup of tea right next to his TV. It was a small detail, but one that carried significant Feng Shui consequences. The excessive water energy near the television had created financial instability, preventing him from securing stable wealth flow. I instructed him to move his drinks to a more neutral location, such as the kitchen counter or a wooden side table, to prevent further energy disruption. Additionally, I recommended placing a small bowl of sea salt near the television to absorb excess energy and stabilize his finances. Within a few weeks, Kwong's business began recovering. Contracts that had been stuck in limbo finally moved forward, and his cash flow stabilized. He was amazed at how such a small change had such a significant impact on his financial luck. To maintain a stable energy balance, beverages should be placed on natural material surfaces, such as wood or ceramic. rather than directly near electronic devices. If you must keep a drink near the TV, using a coaster made of bamboo or clay can help mitigate energy conflicts. For those who experience financial instability, adding a Feng Shui wealth enhancer, such as a small bowl of rice or a jade wealth frog, can help counteract negative water energy near metal objects. By paying attention to even the smallest Feng Shui details, you can prevent hidden energy disruptions that may be affecting your prosperity and well-being. Placing large speakers near the TV. Noise disrupts wealth energy and family harmony. Many families love installing large speakers or surround sound systems near their TV for a more immersive experience. However, according to Feng Shui, this can have serious consequences. Excessive noise disrupts the flow of wealth energy, making it difficult to accumulate financial prosperity, especially for those involved in business or investments. Furthermore, loud sounds break the peaceful atmosphere of the home, increasing stress, arguments, and conflicts among family members. When the living space becomes chaotic, it becomes harder to relax, think clearly, and make wise decisions. Over time, this reduces focus and makes the homeowner more prone to mistakes in work, investments, and personal life. Mark, a software engineer in California, was passionate about high-quality sound, so he invested in a premium surround sound system in his living room. Every evening, he would turn up the volume while watching movies or listening to music, causing the entire house to vibrate with powerful sound waves. Initially, he was thrilled with this experience. But over time, unexpected problems began to surface. His family started having frequent arguments, and the household atmosphere became tense. His work also suffered. He made a series of bad investment decisions, leading to significant financial losses. On a personal level, he felt increasingly stressed, unfocused, and fatigued. When I visited his home for a Feng Shui consultation, I immediately noticed that the large speakers placed too close to the TV were creating chaotic energy, disrupting the harmony of the living space. The powerful sound waves generated an unstable environment, negatively affecting both family relationships and financial luck. I advised Mark to move the speakers further from the TV, keep the volume at a moderate level, and place a potted plant or a quartz crystal nearby to absorb some of the disruptive sound energy. Within just a month, the atmosphere in his home changed dramatically. The constant arguments diminished, and tension eased. Mark regained his mental clarity, and his business slowly began to recover. Avoid placing large speakers too close to the TV. Instead, position them at a greater distance around the room so that the sound is evenly distributed without creating energy disturbances. Keeping the volume at a moderate level helps preserve wealth energy and family stability. To balance the energy, place a potted plant or a white quartz crystal near the TV to absorb and stabilize the sound frequencies in the living space. Leaving cables and chargers near the TV. Cluttered energy blocks wealth flow. Many people have the habit of leaving cables, phone chargers, and laptop adapters scattered around the TV without realizing that this clutter directly affects both their financial luck and mental clarity. According to Feng Shui, tangled wires symbolize chaotic energy, obstructing smooth progress in business and finances. Additionally, the electromagnetic waves from chargers create interference, reducing focus, creativity, and the ability to make sound decisions. The mess of electrical cords also represents a leakage of wealth, causing money to flow into the home but not stay. Lisa, an online fashion store owner in New York, relied on multiple electronic devices to run her business. Due to her busy schedule, she often left cables, phone chargers, and laptop cords scattered near the TV without much thought. Over time, she noticed a sharp decline in sales. Customers were placing fewer orders, and her cash flow slowed significantly. Lisa also felt mentally drained, found it difficult to focus, and lacked the energy for creative ideas. Even though her business still generated income, the money seemed to disappear inexplicably. She felt as if something was blocking her financial success. When I visited her home for a Feng Shui evaluation, I immediately noticed the excessive cable clutter around the TV, which was creating chaotic energy and preventing the smooth flow of wealth. I advised her to organize all the cables into a storage box and place a black tourmaline or black quartz stone near the TV to absorb electromagnetic interference and stabilize the energy. The results were astonishing. Within 2 weeks, her sales picked up again, and her customer flow became more consistent. Lisa felt more energized, mentally clear, and much more productive. Most importantly, the money she earned was no longer mysteriously draining away. Always keep cables and chargers organized and avoid leaving them scattered around the TV, as this can negatively impact financial fortune. Using a cable storage box helps maintain a neat space and prevents chaotic energy buildup. Placing a black quartz or black tourmaline stone near the TV can help absorb electromagnetic radiation, stabilize wealth energy, and create a more harmonious living environment. As we wrap up today's deep dive into Feng Shui and TV placement, let's take a moment to reflect. Your home isn't just a physical space. It's an energetic field that directly influences your luck, peace, and financial flow. And believe it or not, your TV plays a much bigger role in shaping that energy than you might think. TV and the flow of energy in your home. In Feng Shui, every home has a natural energy flow that keeps harmony intact and attracts prosperity. However, the strong electromagnetic frequency emitted by your TV can disrupt this flow, especially if placed incorrectly. TV in the living room, while common, an improperly placed TV here can stir up unnecessary tension, disrupting family harmony and creating an overstimulated environment. TV in the bedroom. This is one of the worst placements, as the electromagnetic energy and blue light can severely affect your sleep quality, leading to fatigue, stress, and even relationship strain. TV in the home office. If positioned poorly, your TV can be a major distraction, reducing productivity and making it harder to focus on financial growth and career success. If you've been feeling off, whether it's financial instability, rising stress, or constant fatigue, your TV's placement and usage might be part of the problem. How TV affects your mood and mental energy. Have you ever noticed that after watching TV for hours, you feel drained, anxious, or even irritable? That's no coincidence. Your TV influences your energy levels in more ways than you realize. The type of content you watch, negative news, intense dramas, or chaotic reality shows can flood your space with heavy, stressful energy, lowering your vibration and mental clarity. TV light and sound stimulation. The continuous flickering of the screen and loud, dramatic audio can overstimulate your brain, making it harder to relax and regain balance. Disconnect from reality. Too much TV can create a passive, detached state, where you consume content rather than engage with your real-life goals and aspirations. This doesn't mean you should stop watching TV altogether, but how you use it matters. How to use your TV the right way for a balanced life. If you want to maintain a healthy, harmonious, and prosperous environment, here are a few key Feng Shui-inspired tips. 1. Be mindful of placement. Keep your TV in a location that aligns with your home's energy flow. Avoid placing it directly opposite the main door, near cluttered spaces, or in your bedroom. 2. Choose content wisely. What you watch influences your subconscious mind. Opt for uplifting, educational, and inspiring content that enriches your life rather than drains your energy. 3. Regulate screen time. Watching TV for long hours can impact your physical and mental well-being. Set time limits to avoid eye strain, sleep disruption, and emotional exhaustion. 4. Balance your space. If a TV is necessary in a certain room, offset its energy by placing grounding elements like green plants, crystals, such as black tourmaline for absorbing excess energy, or soft lighting to maintain harmony. By making these small adjustments, you can transform your home into a space that supports wealth, peace, and personal growth rather than one that passively drains you. Now that you know how TV placement and content impact your Feng Shui, it's time to put this knowledge into action. Look around your home. Does your TV's position or the content you consume need a little adjustment? Before we end, let's set an intention for positivity and prosperity. Drop a powerful affirmation in the comments below. Something like, "My home is a magnet for wealth and happiness," or any personal affirmation that resonates with you. This simple act is a declaration to welcome good energy into your life. And of course, if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss out on powerful insights like this. Let's continue creating a space filled with positive energy, growth, and success together.